And in the studio with us is Chris Adams. Welcome, Chris.
How's it going?
Thank you very much for traveling up. You guys are in Spokane, correct?
Yes, we're from Spokane.
All right. I'm a little closer to that microphone so we get you real good if you can.
Just went over a little bit here.
And we don't want to mess you up for singing. But
kind of lean into that. How's that down there?
Hey,
a little better there?
That's beautiful.
Can you hear me out there?
Yes. So we want to invite our listeners today. If you are just tuning in, you can log on to the webcam at kchw.org. There is also an iPhone, not an iPhone, excuse me, a smartphone, Android phone link on there and several other audio links. So you got a few different ways to listen. Or you can watch and play on the webcam, which is always fun too. And
live.
All right.
Live performance.
Yes, live performance. You never know what's going to happen.
Right.
All right. So now, Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself. We'll start off there.
I'm from Spokane. I'm a local there for about 20 years. I was born in California, but I support the local scene, the local music scene. Glad to come up here and be part of this community and whatever it is that helps you guys kind of, spread your radio and your music, and I'm all about that.
All right. And we haven't had, can I call your music alternative?
Please do.
All right. So we haven't had an alternative musician in the studio, I think, since Jesse Tim, huh? Yeah, it's been a while. All right. And you brought some friends with you today. You want to tell us who they are?
Of course, I brought my lovely girlfriend, Mia Robinson, over here. My partner in crime, if you will.
All right, we're going to scoot wave at the camera, Mia, sorry.
And then she's not here right now, but my mother came along with me because I wanted to kind of take a little road trip with her, so I thought it'd be fun to invite her along so she can enjoy it and see her son play, whatever.
All right. So when your mom comes in, we'll probably talk to her, too, and ask her some questions.
I'm sure she'll be happy.
Okay. All right. So let's have you play a first song, and then we're going to come back and talk about your style and some of your influences and that kind of fun stuff.
Good.
But I'll move that microphone out of your way.
Okay. This first song is called God Is Not Amused.
Yeah, I want to read some stuff off your Facebook page when we come back, too.
Oh, yeah, please do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Adams, whenever you're ready, Chris.
Standing before you alone, promise to give all I can. Let me share with you my conscience the best that I can. There's a darkness that's beautiful to me. Strange how it seems not comfortable to know that we need one another to cure this disease. God says that He's not amused, watching us act so confused. He gave me a life I've abused, and God says that He's not amused. If God had a plan, a perfect design of this life, let me hold it here in my hands. All that is right, everything that's wrong, can't you see? Creator has meant it to be. We do the best we can, fight for our lives to be free, enslaved by the negativity. God says that he's not amused watching us act so confused. He gave me a life I've abused, and God says that he's not amused. It's called God is Not Amused.
There you go, Chris Adams. It's KCHW 102.7. Yeah, Chris.
Yay.
All right. Thanks so much for coming in again this morning. I'd like to hear a little bit about what you feel influenced your music, and let people know, too, is that you got a very unique sound going on. It's something we've never tried in the studio before. You've got your guitar running through one amp, and you've got your microphone running through another, and he's using a special mic that he brought, and then we're feeding it through the board. So that's a little different for us and some of the stuff we've arranged before. But what are some of your musical influences?
Well, I mean, mostly the music influences through, my life in general. I'm kind of an artist. I like to think I started out with drawing and whatnot, and then kind of gravitated towards the guitar. And basically, like a lot of musicians that I know, just draw from life experience, the ups and the downs, the positive, the negative. The name, the Lovesick Project, is basically encompasses all of that. Love is one of the greatest powers there are, but when you miss someone, you feel lovesick for them. So you deal with also the downside of that. As with life, it's a duality, and so I kind of draw from that with like everything in life. There's good parts and there's bad parts. And so I like to sing about kind of all of that.
You talk about on your About section, you were on Facebook, you were talking about love and hate, and the title of this song that you just played, God is Not Amused.
Yes.
So give me a little feedback on that, a little bit more.
Basically, I've had my downtimes in life. I've had, as I'm sure as well as many people have, where I believe in, a spiritual out there, something greater than myself. And so I always pictured that, if he's looking down at me, that, I probably let him down many times and probably not amused at some of the things I've done. But then at the same time, you kind of give back with maybe the gift or the talent of music that I've had to kind of show that it's worth being created,
All right.
So, yeah.
All right. You're very up and positive, and when I saw, Lovesick Project and the talk on your website, I was like, I wonder if he's going to be really depressed and dreary.
Right. A lot of people get that. Because I gravitate towards the darker side, but to me, that's just as beautiful as what people might think is, the general of beauty. But I like to show people that there's beauty in everything.
All right.
So.
All right. So now your mom's back. Let's tell us a little bit about your mom.
Yeah, I'll introduce my mom, Steffi Genevieve. She's probably my original biggest fan throughout the years. So she came up from Spokane with me to drive me. So want to say hi, Mom?
Yeah. Come on up to the microphone, Mom. I got a couple questions for you.
You want to say hi? Don't be shy.
Come on over by me. Get out of the way, Gene. So come a little closer to the mic. Don't be shy. They don't bite. So it doesn't look like maybe your son's music is your type of music. What would you say?
What he played today was my type of music. He gets when he's more on the dark side, the heavy beat stuff that's pretty out there. That's not really my.
He said he does a little bit of heavy metal, so I was curious. So
this is what I like.
That's what you like. All right, and very supportive of his music career.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've been his biggest fan. He's an artist as well, and so he's experimented all kinds of things, and I've always supported everything. So.
All right. Well, thank you for driving him up today.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
So I can tell she didn't like that. All right. What's the next one you're going to play for us, Chris?
This next song is kind of on the darker side, I guess, called The Devil's Hand. First one we have God is Not Amused, and now we have, let me adjust my tuning on my guitar here real quick.
That's all right.
Give me 1 second here.
All right.
Technical here. All right. It's on. For all you people out there.
Forsaken me, don't you give a damn. Then the devil came to me, said I'll help you understand. I can help you understand. He said, save me, take me away from this place, save me, take me away from this place. God and I were the best of friends. He cherished me the most. Said I was so beautiful. He called me the Holy Ghost. Made a special place for me, filled it with the fire. Sent me all the lonely souls that he did not desire. All the lonely souls on fire. He said, save me, take me away from this place. He said, save me, take me away from this place.
All right, Chris Adams once again. All right. It's nice to have a little studio audience in here, too.
Right, yeah, it is.
All right.
A little encouragement there.
So, Chris, tell us a little bit. Now, you play with the band, too.
Yes.
You mentioned them before. Tell us a little bit about the Lovesick Project and where you guys play in Spokane, that type of stuff.
Well, the Lovesick Project is mainly my side project apart. I play in a band called Minds Decay. We are on YouTube and Facebook and Reverb Nation, all that kind of good stuff. And this is more of my like mellower release that I do, because you can't do all hard and heavy all the time and not have a release. So, but I also work with the guitarist from that band. His name is Eric Feldhaus. So if he's hearing this, listen to this, I'm giving a shout out to him. He's a fantastic guitarist, and he also does the acoustic stuff. But he's like my partner in crime, you know. But yeah.
All right. So now, are you guys going out and performing? Or are you doing mostly studio stuff?
We have a CD out. Actually, have a 6-song CD for Minds Decay is out. We have a show coming up. I know we're playing on Cinco de Mayo. We have one on February 13th, which will be at Rated R Tattoo. My drummer is the tattoo artist there. It's his shop. So we'll be playing there in Spokane with some local bands. So, yeah, we got a lot going on.
All right. Always fun, huh?
Yep.
So I always ask musicians this question because I like the stories, is what's the best gig you ever played?
Man, I mean, I used to play in some bands. I mean, I've had a lot of good things happen to me locally here, don't get me wrong. But I just kind of got back into the music recently. When I was a kid, or a lot younger, I should say, about 16 years ago, I was able to play at the Tri-City Coliseum. So the quality of music I was doing was not nearly as good as what I'm working with now, but I got to play for like about 2,000 people, so that was pretty exciting, you know? Yeah.
All right. And then on the flip side of that, what's the worst gig you ever had?
Oh my gosh, the worst gig, let me think, man. What's that?
Please don't say
Yeah, don't say KCHW.
I mean, you know, I can't really say there's any really, really bad ones. I mean, the only thing that ever made them bad is maybe me messing up, or, you know, my nervousness or something. But they've all been great venues I've played. I've hooked up with a lot of really good people. So it's all in general been a really positive thing for me.
I always find, now I'm not a musician, but I used to go out and do the mobile DJ and stuff all the time. And,
Right.
and the hardest thing is when you don't have a crowd, when you play, you know, a location.
I've been
and there's
experiencing
like
that a
5
lot
people.
lately. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we had a gentleman in last week, Kevin Doran, and his story was a bar that had a pole in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh, right. Well, that story would probably top any of mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the crowd in Spokane, the local scene is, I mean, there's a lot of dedicated people, but it's kind of hard to get a draw there sometimes. Go Heart Promotions in Spokane puts on a lot of great shows, but the draw, the people that come out is just, you know, sometimes not very many, but, you know, they rock out, you know, for all the bands that play. So it's still a really good time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your next song?
Next song is, let's see, what is the next song here I got? This next song is, we'll just call it One Nation Under God, I suppose, here.
He's actually got a book. It's a real book. It's just not pieces of paper like you see most of the guys with.
I usually have pieces of paper, but yeah, I decided to be kind of more professional about this time.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Once again, Chris Adams performing live for us here in Chewelah.
Sun's up in the morning as I get out of bed. Thank my creator that they haven't killed me yet. Wipe the sleep from my eyes to know that I'm awake. Wish this all was just a dream, but it never goes away. Then I watch my little child as she softly sleeps, unaware of the tragedies of our humanity. Will she forgive me for the lives I'm about to take? In the name of America, one nation under God. Tell her that I'll be home soon, but no, it's not enough. If I should die this time, well, you can make it through. Take care of our little child, 'cause she's part of me and you and our love. And our love. Then I try to justify just what I have to do. Gonna be a sacrifice and no one is immune. Gonna get the blood in my hands and it won't wash away. In the name of America, one nation under God.
There you go, Chris Adams, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you to all the people out there that I can't see, but I'm hoping you're out there somewhere.
All right, Chris. We talked to. I asked a question once, and I don't think you answered it. Is musical influences? Now, I heard you and Gene talking about David Bowie. Was he a big inspiration for you?
Yeah, growing up, David Bowie is definitely a big influence for me. I can't say I modeled much of my music after what he did, but when I was younger, it was definitely something that was different, that stood out from a lot of the mainstream stuff. So I really gravitated towards that. He's very artistic, and so I liked a lot of that. He's also worked with another guy that I like, Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. I was able to see both of them in concert together.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a pretty amazing thing. Other influences are probably Maynard James Keenan from, well, he's the singer for Tool, but he's moved on to Perfect Circle and a band called Pussifer, which I've seen recently, and that guy is just like, I don't know, I'm inspired by him. Very, very spiritual and artistic and just very unique in what he does, so I really gravitate towards that type of thing.
Now speaking as spiritual, there was a common theme in all three songs you've done.
Yeah.
Do you want to comment on that?
Well, I mean, spirituality to me has always been, I was kind of brought up that way. In the church, as well as, a lot of people were and whatnot, and then I pushed all of that away, and I went out into the world and kind of found out that the story was different than maybe I was taught. I kind of opened my eyes to different things, and so my beliefs are more in that, there's definitely something else out there. I won't get into that,
Sure.
There's definitely a power greater than us, and there's definitely evil in the world. So I really connect with that a lot. That's where I draw a lot of my music from, and a lot of whatever skills I can muster.
Right.
So
do you ever get political?
I do, but I don't want to get into that because
Sure.
I'm really strong on my political views. As far as all I can say is my general beliefs go along on to don't harm anything at all. Any living creature, don't harm, starting with yourself. Other people, animals, creatures, and then it stems off from there. So you can see how the government would not coincide with the harming of the thing. Hence, this last song was kind of giving respect to maybe veterans and what they have gone through. A lot of guys have come back with PTSD, and my mom has counseled people like that, and so that really affects me.
Right.
Humankind in general. So I have a good positive feeling towards humanity.
What an awesome philosophy.
Thank you. And that's just,
Are you proud of it, Mom? Yeah, she's shaking her head. Yeah.
It took years to get here. It's just, yeah.
And when I said political, I didn't necessarily mean personal beliefs. I mean in your music. Do you ever does that?
I do.
Influence
In Minds Decay, we definitely we have a song called "American Monkey," and it's definitely based on not being the corporate slave. Those lyrics are definitely very politically orientated, and we express that a lot more in that genre because it's I don't know, it's a lot easier to do it with the heavy stuff.
All right.
So yeah.
All right. So I know we talked three. Can you do a fourth song for us?
I can. Can we have a break in between the four songs?
Sure, we'll dig something out. And as we head toward, we'll take a little break and we'll come back and we'll do a fourth song.
Sounds good.
Tell us where people can find your music online.
Okay, the best place you can go is it's the Lovesick Project. If you go on Facebook, you might want to put in the capital L and the capital S. Lovesick is one word. And then on the Facebook page, there's links to Reverb Nation. You can hear a whole album worth of songs that I have there. I have links to the other band, Minds Decay, that I'm in, and connections to Go Hard Promotion, which has links to all the local bands in Spokane, which I'm a heavy supporter of all that.
All right. KCHW, Chihuahua. It's 102.7 FM on your dial, looking at 919. Still enjoying music from Chris Adams. And Chris, I got to apologize to you because the original posting I did something wrong with your name, and you had to post and correct
I know,
me.
I saw it. It's all right. It happens. I mean, it happens. Yeah.
But I got it straightened out.
Yeah, a lot of people understand now it's Chris Adams, right?
It's Chris Adams and the Lovesick Project. And, of course, on Facebook, real easy to find Lovesick Project.
Very easy to find.
Do you do a lot of social media?
I try to keep a page for all the band stuff, but definitely it helps connect with whoever's on there. A lot of people see it, they scroll through it really quick, but it's it's a good outreach.
I can't seem to keep a grasp on all of it. There's so much. There's Instagram and Pinterest, and it just drives you nuts. And I just tried to be simple about it and did a Facebook page for the radio station.
Absolutely.
Then I tied it to Facebook's got this thing where you can tie it to Twitter, so that anything you post on Facebook automatically goes on Twitter. And that is so easier than logging in to several different places.
I
and
use
that kind
Facebook,
of stuff.
and then I have what's Reverb Nation, and that's where just for bands and artists. So you can go on there and hear I have 6, 7, 8 songs on Reverb Nation. So they can hear, what I do, and click right from Facebook on the song, and it goes straight to Reverb Nation, and you can scroll through and check out, bio and all that kind of stuff on there. So
now, do you have a private website too? I was picking songs while you were telling people how to find you, so I kind of missed that.
No, I just have the Facebook page or Reverb Nation. That's what I use. I'm gonna have my own, the Lovesick Project at gmail.com, which if people want to send me something directly and talk to me, I will respond to them. If they want a CD, if you reach out to me, I will mail you a CD.
All right. Now your significant other, Mia, she was helping you pick a song. Does she do that a lot? Is she any big influence on your music?
Absolutely. She is a huge inspiration in my music. So.
All right. How long you guys been together?
A little over 3 years now.
All right, 3 years. There you go.
Yeah, right?
Hey, I've been married 3 times, so 3 years is a huge achievement.
Right? And the song she picked was Broken Hearts, so
all right.
We'll see if,
Okay, I'm ready. Once again, Chris Adams performing live in the studio.
Reach into your conscience, tearing out impurities. Taste the dark. I'll break your heart. Stare into the eyes of a million broken souls, and there you are. You broke my heart. Wash it all away, impurity. Tearing down the walls that we've seen. The time has come that you pay the piper for all you've done. I'll break your heart. Torn between the lies that you told so many times. What have you done? I'll break your heart. Wash it all away, impurity. Torn between the lines, what they see. Rest assured the day that they come take you away, your time has come. I broke your heart. your time approaches near, the end has come. They broke your heart, wash it all away in purity. Don't between the lines that you see.
Once again, Chris Adams, help me out, ladies. Big round of applause.
Yeah. Round of applause there. All right.
All right. You know, Mooch, the station cat, loves your music so much she was trying to sit on your amp.
Well, I mean, that's got to be a good sign because we have a cat and it gets all over the equipment and the guitar case, so it's got to be a good sign, right?
You know, I find it kind of amazing that animals, and maybe some people have noticed this too, enjoy music. Jean one day had a couple friends from her church that wanted to hear her sing, and she did a private concert for these two ladies.
Aww.
And as soon as she started playing, the cat's up on their laps, laying down between them, and just, yeah. And we had, he's a blues player, I believe, from Post Falls is where he lives. His name is Brian Warhol, and he's just been inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame. And he came, and I was able to shoot a music video and record an EP for him. And the entire time he was playing, that cat was at his feet.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good sign, right? The cat likes him, and it's a good thing.
That's
right?
why it's the radio station cat. And at night, sometimes when I'm working around here late night, and I'll put on the hard rock and I crank it up, and she doesn't even move. She just hangs out right there. So
that's cool.
Kind of amusing.
Jumped in my case as soon as I got here. Like that's the first thing the cat did was right in that case.
Especially if you have animals. You said you're cat people.
Yes.
Yeah, she's all over it. So. All right.
Nice.
So, Chris, one more time, Facebook, Lovesick Project. You said your next gig is Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo, that's with the heavy metal band. But I've also got something coming up on March 18th at Jones Radiator. I'm doing an acoustic show there of the Lovesick Project. There's also going to be some other local artists there playing, and it's in combination with The Solution Is Ours, which is a nonprofit organization in Spokane. So we're doing kind of a food drive, acoustic show to help benefit the community and kind of give back, and then, of course, support Jones Radiator because they're a local business as well. So that's the next acoustic type thing, yeah.
All right. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming in. I love the melodies that you come up with.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I'm not a musician, so to use the proper terms, but the rhythm of your songs, very, very soothing.
Thank you.
And I'm sure some of the heavy metal stuff that your mom doesn't like might not be, but
right.
This acoustic stuff, it's awesome, and it's a great style, and I love the sound. It reminds me a lot personally, kind of like of The Cure. Would that be an insult to you?
Artist that I forgot to give credit to. Growing up, that was my absolutely favorite band going through junior high and high school.
One of mine too.
Was Robert Smith from The Cure. I love that guy. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot that main influence I'll bring up in my life.
Because me personally, we play a lot of different stuff on the station, but your music's the kind of stuff I would listen to.
I was hoping I'd pick some stuff that fit out in here though.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Adams. We sure appreciate him coming all the way to Chewela and playing for us. All right, it's KCHW 102.7. Scott and Jean will be back. We know we have a community calendar, and people look for that. We've got a lot of new things happening around town, so we'll be digging that out. So please stick around with us. It's KCHW 102.7.